Are you a purpose-driven entrepreneur struggling to get web traffic that converts into paying clients? Stop wasting time and money. Discover how to position yourself as the go-to authority in your niche or industry. Infuse your wow website with the best unmarketing strategies and drive traffic to your website that converts to leads and clients. Listen to the Unmarket Your Business podcast today and watch as your ideal clients find you with ease. Let's head into the studio now with our hostess with the mostest, Carol J. Dunlop. Hey everyone, how are you? I'm Carol J. Dunlop, your online wow strategist and 10-time best-selling author. I'm getting ready to be 11-time because I'm going to do a new book at the beginning of the year. I think I mentioned that before. But I hope you're doing well on this final day of July and beginning of August. I can't believe we're already 8 months into the year. How's your year been going so far? Mine's been kind of good, great, awesome, and kind of so a range of emotions, a range of things that's been happening. But I hope in the end, everything's really good for you. So I've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about belief. And basically, it's going to be the belief in yourself and in your business. Do you know how powerful belief is? Because you've always heard that little saying, if you believe it, you can achieve it, right? But what happens if you're not quite there, or you were there and now it's not? It can affect your marketing success and you don't even know it. It can really stop things from happening that are supposed to happen. And today we're going to talk about what you can do to combat it, because I'll show you how it affects marketing and what you can do about it. And I got some tips for you, and you're really going to love it. I know. Guess what? I am so excited because my ultimate list building bundle is about ready to be birthed out into the stratosphere, the world, everything. So I had this idea. I know that I've been talking about the Audience Growth Club for a long time. You know, I started it at the beginning of this year, and I'm gonna be continuing it because I love it so much. And Tish is amazing. She's Leticia Collins is the one who created it. What a great idea. What awesomeness she has brought to us. And it's all about helping you to get out there into the world, in the world of bundles and giveaways and podcasts and summits and being a guest or creating your own. So I have created several bundle type things in my business lifetime. I've created several summits, did summits for my clients. I've created several podcasts and, 10-time author, best-selling author. So I've done that, but I never did bundles the way that she does them, or the world of bundles. I never even knew it all existed like that. I'd heard about bundles and giveaways, but I delved into it just a little bit. I mean, just a teeny weeny bit. But when I got into the Audience Growth Club, and if you want to get into the Audience Growth Club, you can get there by going to CSIcorporation.com/AGC. CSIcorporation.com/AGC. And you can go in there and find out all the greatness that I'm talking about. But I had never done bundles like the people that she has on there doing them. I mean, with upgrades and everybody's contributing and just all around amazing. And I said, I got to get in on this thing. I got to do it. So I had been stalking around for a long time, and now my bundle is about to premiere. Actually, you'll probably see it next week. It's got, they're going to be about 20 products in there. So I have these lovely, awesome, purpose-driven entrepreneurs who are coming into the bundle to showcase their products and services and information about helping you, yes, you, build your list. That's what it's all about. It is called the Ultimate List Building Bundle. So everything in there is helping you to build your list and build your business and make more money, expand your brand, get more impact, all that great stuff that, we talk about all the time. I've even got some of my peeps in there who are talking about health and wellness, because if you're not healthy or you're, down in the dumps and stuff, you're not going to really be into it to get the people in and to service them like you need to. So health is in there, health and wellness, different types of strategies for you to use in getting people into your business, being aware of your business, and opening their purse or wallet or whatever it is that they can, so they can pay you, pull out that credit card or whatever. Because that's the whole thing about this. We are helping you all to get more clients, make more money, have bigger impact, all that great stuff, right? And I can't wait for it to premiere. Now, if you are not on my list, if you have not subscribed to the list, guess what? You're going to miss out. You're really going to miss out because you won't know it's there. You won't know it's out. So do me a favor right now. Go to csicorporation.com/planner. And when you go to planner and get that free planner that I have for you, that's going to help you build the website that is going to not only attract more people to you, but help you to secure more people that come to your website. It shows you all the pages you need, what you need to do, and all that good stuff. It's absolutely free. So I want you to go there, download it. And when you do, you'll be on my list and you will be alerted when the bundle comes out. Right? So it's exciting. It's that time. The technology that I'm talking about today is brand new, hasn't been out here before. It's never premiered, and I created it. How about that? Something new. So let me tell you a little story about it. You know that we're basically, all the entrepreneurs out there, including yourself, are not entrepreneurs. Whatever you're selling, you don't sell that stuff. What do? You're a marketer. You are marketing your business, because if no one markets your business, nobody knows your business around, they're not aware of you, and they certainly are not going to buy from you. And if they don't do that, you don't make any money. So you got an expensive hobby. So anyway, one of the kings of marketing in the cart division is ThriveCart. And I actually am an affiliate of ThriveCart. I love ThriveCart. I think they're amazing and awesome, and they do so many things. The problem, they too dang expensive. I'm just like, I cannot give you this money. Now, yes, I've been talking about them for a while. I've wanted to, be a client, a customer of ThriveCart. I was for a while, and then that didn't work out. So I was like, I'm going to get it back. I know I am. I even told my husband. But then this year they changed everything. Seems like everybody is changing. Everybody is pivoting. Southwest, the one forever that says, bags fly free, no more. They charging for every bag you even think about bringing on there. So ThriveCart did a similar thing. Whereas, they were expensive anyway. It was almost $1,000, but it was lifetime. And you never had to pay anything else. And they gave you all these great things that they did. They had helps you to do order bumps, one-time orders, all of that good stuff. But they decided, we're not charging enough money for this. So they lowered the initial fee to $495, but then you got to pay $495 a year. Wah, wah. What? I am not. That is just too much. That's too much for solopreneurs like us, like me, to be paying $495 a year to a program that isn't even sitting on my website. It's over there somewhere, and I got a link to it and all of that. So I was like, no. And one day I was thinking, I think I could create something similar, not exactly the same, but similar, and do what I need to do. And I did it. I created a plugin, and it's specifically what it does is allows you to create an order bump with your WooCommerce cart, and it allows you to do a one-time offer. So if you don't know what an order bump is when you go to, you're looking around at something and you're like, oh, I'm going to buy this. You go to buy it, and in the corner it says, hey, get this for only whatever, $10, $20, add this to your order. That's called an order bump, because it bumps it from originally you were only going to spend maybe free, nothing, to maybe $5. And now you've got this little thing you can add on to bump the price up. That's what an order bump is. Then when you say, okay, I want the order bump, or you decide not to get it, either one, you click to submit. And then there's this, wait, hold on a second. There's this offer for you right now, and it's only available right now. That is called a one-time offer, or OTO. So if you ever hear one-time offer, OTO, that's what it is. It shows you a product that you can add to your cart. That's usually a significant discount of what that product would be normally, and you add it to your account for whatever the charge is. So like usually if it's $300, you're going to offer it for $97, right? So somebody that came to your site, and these words sound so familiar. I know I've been talking about it before. Somebody that came to your site for something free, they could walk away paying like $100 and something, right? Free, $100 something. Isn't that cool? So I created this plugin. I've been testing it, running it. Today is not working like I thought it would, and I think it's got something to do with the cache version on my website. So I'm a little like tensed. You see on my forehead right here, a little like tensed, and but I've been testing, running it, and all of that, and it's about 98% complete, and I plan on releasing it in the next couple of weeks. So fingers crossed, and I'm praying, please God, let this thing work. And it has been working. I have been testing it, but today it's just feeling crazy. And like I said, I think it's a cash thing, but it worked. It has been working. It has been adding the order bump. It has been adding a one-time offer, and I am not going to premiere it until it's working, but it should be working in the next couple of weeks, right about the time that the bundle is premiering. So just watch out for that. I'm so excited about it, and I'm going to be looking for some people to test it at a big old discount on this thing, because I want people to test it and see how it's going on. So I'll tell you more about that as we move forward. But I am so excited, and I've never published a plugin before, so this is going to be big. It's going to be big. What's holding you back from hitting go on your marketing plan? Fear, being unsure, imposter syndrome, frustration? That stops now. What if I showed you how to reach your target audience and get them to buy? How to make social media marketing easy? How to understand the power of email marketing? And how to conquer your fear of putting yourself out there? What if I provided you with simple tools and techniques, easy to implement training that bring you clarity, and give you the expertise and the know-how to convert marketing into money? Hey there, I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online wild strategist and 6-time best-selling author. I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you to convert marketing into money. If you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur who's ready to stop allowing fear and frustration to keep you stuck and instead embrace clarity, authority, and expert instruction to convert your marketing strategies into money in the bank, then you need to join the Unmarketing Academy. In the Academy, you'll take a deep dive into the tools, techniques, and trainings that helped me and my husband to sustain our successful business in spite of the 2008 recession, 2 major health crises, and of course, the pandemic. The Academy is about replacing expensive, frustrating, and overwhelming marketing practices with simple, easy to implement marketing resources that get you in front of your target audience and get you paid. This Academy is for purpose-driven entrepreneurs who crave simple marketing strategies, coaches who need real-life trainings to take the overwhelm out of marketing, small business owners who are ready to conquer their fear of putting themselves out there, service providers who want to use social media and email marketing effectively, action takers who are ready to go live without fear. Marketing your business successfully takes work and marketing. Without marketing, they don't know you exist. If you're ready to convert your marketing into money, you need to join the Unmarketing Academy. Join the Unmarketing Academy today by going to unmarketyourbusiness.com/join. All right, so today there is no guest. It is me. I know you've been seeing me for a while, me only, but a lot of things have been going on with people, with life, with myself, family emergency, health emergency, all kind of stuff's been going on. So, you got me for a minute, but I will be having a couple of guests come on, and I'm waiting for their episode to come up. So just stay tuned. But today we're going to talk about the marketing mistake that costs you clients and you don't even know that you're doing it or that it exists or anything. And what is that? That is belief, the belief in yourself, the belief in your business, the belief that you are enough, that you don't need anything else. And you may say, Carol, what you talking about? What are you talking about, belief? Well, for this episode, we are going back to the Bible, right? Because y'all know I'm a God-fearing Christian, right? And, I love the Lord Jesus Christ. He is my Savior. I pray to God all the time. And I tell you what, God showed up and showed out for us as we traveled back to the States and came back to Mexico, got here safe and sound, showed up in our health, in our family's health when they had this emergency that went on. So yes, and I am not ashamed of Christianity. I'm not ashamed to call myself a Christian because I am. So I wanted to turn to the Bible today to give you some evidence that what I'm talking about, belief. So this one scripture, John 20:29, have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. And I'm going to explain how all this works into our belief about our business and stuff. And then Hebrews 11:16 says, and without faith, it is impossible to please him. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him. Belief. If I didn't believe in God, I don't even know if I could even stay on this earth because I just feel like there's nothing. And then finally, Matthew 9:20-22. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I know y'all have, we've studied this in Bible school since we were little bitty somethings, right? And this was about the woman who had the issue of blood. She knew that if she just touched the hem of Christ's garment, she would be healed. And when he felt her touching, he was like, he didn't turn around and say, hey, what you doing? He was like, oh, you're healed. He knew what was going on. So all these three things that I just read you, these three scripture references are talking about belief and how people believe so wholeheartedly, so hard that they know that woman, she just went through everything just to touch the hem of his garment. She didn't come talk to him and just touched the hem of his garment. And she knew if she just touched him that she would be healed. And she was. So my point is that you have to believe like that. You have to believe in you like that. You have to believe in your business like that. You have to believe that what you're talking about actually works and that what you're putting out there is, the bee's knees, the everything. Because if you don't believe it, who's going to believe it, right? Who's going to come to you and say, do whatever it is that you do, and they don't believe you can do it? Nobody's going to pay you for that. And even if you say you believe that you are the bee's knees or the bomb.com or whatever, but in your brain, you're not really believing that. That's what I'm talking about. How that lack of belief in what you're doing, who you are, what your business is, how the results that you get, it just makes your marketing like worthless because you're marketing and telling people, hey, I can do this, I can do that, this is going to happen, but you don't even believe it yourself. And I have witnessed that with some of my peeps that I've collaborated with, that I've been in business with, that I've known for quite a while. I had one who said, I don't know why I'm emailing them suckers. They ain't gonna do nothing. I was like, you're exactly right. They're not gonna do anything. First of all, you call them suckers. And second thing is you don't even believe that if they bought what you're saying that they should buy, that it's gonna work. How does that work? That's not belief. That's not leaning on God. That's not the faith that he put in us, that he brought us up in. Come on now. So I am going to help you because if you've struggled with your belief in you, in your business, and the results that you get, I'm here to help you get past that because I'm telling you right now, it's not like an anomaly, like it never happens. Like you just create this thing, you put it out and you're like, oh, this is awesome and it's going to work. Just like I'm doing with this plugin. I know it's going to work. I believe it's going to work. I know I'm going to make it work and I will not put it out there before it does work like it's supposed to, but I believe it. I believe with all my heart. I've seen it. I've seen the examples of it working. I know it does what it says, but there's always some little thing that you're feeling that you're not good enough, that you don't know enough. You don't have enough certifications. And will they pay for this? And if they pay for this, will I be able to deliver to them? That's those syndromes you need to get rid of because you need to stop stressing and get over it, because guess what? God qualifies, God calls the qualified. He doesn't qualify the calls. The called, he calls the qualified. If he didn't already qualify you, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. You wouldn't be saying what you're saying. You wouldn't be believing like you believe right now that this thing is going to work, that it's going to get the results that you say, because you've been doing it, right? Because I always say to people, most of the time when you're a coach or when you're out front, the leader, you are just a couple of steps ahead of the people that you're teaching, that you're showing, that you're helping, that you're educating. Just a couple steps. If they were a couple steps more, they'd be right where you are. And I know that you know a lot of people who are right where you are right now. And those who have seemingly surpassed you and gone on to do other things you didn't even think about. And you're like, how did they do that? The belief in themselves. That's how they do that. So that's the first thing. Most women entrepreneurs think, not good enough. I need to do something else. Just stop that thinking right now. Stinking thinking. Stop it. You don't need anything else. You don't need to take another course. You don't need nothing. You can go out there right now as you are and tell people what you do, and they're going to pay for it if you believe that what you're saying is true. And like I said, also, God has put you in this position because you're already qualified. And he put you in this called position, like, okay, you ready? You did your thing. You ready? You ready? Let's do it. Let's do it, because he knows you can. He put you out there. He has a confidence. If God has a confidence in you, why are you questioning? Why are you saying, well, maybe I need to go back and get another degree or another certification, or maybe I need to study under somebody? Ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff. You are fine just like you are. And then number 3, the third thing that you need to put into your belief system is you've prepped, you've learned, you've studied and practiced. You are ready. You are ready for whatever comes at you, and you are ready to tackle it, and you are ready to succeed. So let's talk about, how do you stay ready? That's the thing sometimes, we all have this up and down and up and down, good and bad. We have this harvest that comes in, and then the harvest is gone, and then we're working, and then we're like, oh, we get a big, free fall? A big thing happens, and then it doesn't happen anymore, and we're like on this roller coaster. Let's talk about staying ready, because even when it's down, even when the sales aren't coming in, the people aren't calling, the phone's not ringing, the emails aren't coming in, you still have to believe, because it doesn't stop. Because when you stop, everything stops. Remember, I talked a couple of episodes ago about when you stop your marketing because you're so busy with all these clients, it takes about 3 months to get revved back up, or for it to run out. And now you got to start the marketing back up, and there's a vicious cycle. So we don't want to do that cycle. We want to stay ready all the time. So I got, 5 things for you. And I know that if you follow these, you're going to be able to stay ready at all times. First thing, remember that you are the expert and the authority. Remember that. You are the expert. You are the authority. And now I want you to solidify that in your brain by listing out 10 reasons why you are the expert in the authority. And when you list out those 10 reasons, and I mean, you can think about them, you can do them fast, whatever, but 10 reasons why you are the authority. I want you to go into your computer. If you write them out by hand, I want you to type them out, because you got to be able to read them. Because Lord have mercy, if you were to look at my handwriting, sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. So type it out and put it on the wall in front of you. This is why you are the expert. You are the authority. I want you to do that today after you finish listening to this. Second thing is, every time a client says something really awesome to you about how you are, how y'all work together, or they get some kind of result that is the result of y'all working together, I want you to put it into a success book. Create a success book, or go buy a composition book, or make your own success book. And it doesn't even matter. I want it together, the pages glued together or whatever. So a composition book or some kind of a journal, so you can just write things down, and then you can open up and look at it and read the good things that you've done for a client. I mean, just the other day, a client messaged me about the Unmarketing Academy, and she just said, Carol, the Academy is fire. And I was like, I started to say, well, why are you thinking that? Da, 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 da. I just took it as thank you. I'm glad you feel that way. And like a pat on the back. Oh, it's so awesome, right? My academy is fire. I know that because I am the expert and the authority, the one who created that academy. So I know. But for a member to actually reach out to me and say that, oh, that was just totally awesome. I'm telling you. All right. So you're going to list the 10 reasons why you are the expert and the authority, and you're going to type it up or and put it somewhere so you can look at it. And then number 2, you're going to create a success book so that every time you get, some client tells you something good, you get a result for a client or something good happens, you can put it in that book. And then when you're feeling all like, less than or whatever, you can go and look in that book and then you come away like, oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, number 3, you need to stay up to date on your market space. What's going on? What's trending? What are people doing now? What new things are happening, going on, coming to fruition that you need to know about? Why? Because you are the expert and the authority, and they're going to be looking to you. They're going to be saying, hey, what's this new thing that's going on about something? And you can't look at them and go, huh? You can for a second, but you got to know some stuff about it. For instance, did you know there's there's several chatbots, but there's a new one out that is taking the world by storm, DeepSeek. I have not tried it, but I'm comfortable with Claude.ai and ChatGPT. But if someone talks about DeepSeek, I can just, say that. But I also know about chatbots and stuff. I know about all the marketing strategies. Well, not all of them, but most of the marketing strategies. And I know about the ones that I've tried that work. And I know when somebody's talking junk to me and I'm like, oh, please don't waste your time on that stuff. You have to be that. You have to know that. So you got to stay up to date, read, look at YouTube videos, talk to others who are in your circle. Some people who are out of your circle, just keep yourself up to date. Number 4, this is very important. You need to pray to be better. Yes, we say that we're Christians. I profess that I am a Christian and I do pray. Sometimes that little prayer, Lord, help me, can help you so much. But sometimes you need a concentrated prayer. Sometimes you need to study and pray. Sometimes you really need to just meditate and pray. Or like I have some manifestation videos that I listen to, and sometimes when I get up in the morning, now I don't know if you know this or not, this is about your health stuff. So when you first wake up in the morning, don't just shoot straight out of bed and start doing all you got to do, because as you get older, your balance may be off, or you're going from lying flat to just boom, now you're standing up straight, and you could get dizzy, or just do yourself a favor. Take it easy with your body. You only got one temple. You only got one body. We don't know about people being reincarnated. We don't know about hell or heaven. Nobody has witnessed this stuff and come back to tell us, hey, hell is like this and heaven is like this. All we have is what the Bible has told us about what the next steps are in our life cycle or whatever it is. And we all know that we're going to die at some point. Let's live as long as we can live. Let's live our best life ever. So, in saying all that, when you wake up in the morning, take a little time, be easy with yourself. And one thing that I love to do is to turn on a manifestation video or some kind of meditation and listen to that before I even get out of bed. I have my headphones right up on, there's a shelf up there above our bed. I have the headphones there. I have my phone ready. All I have to do is reach up, put the headphones on, find the video I want to meditate on. It's not something that I'm actively engaged in. It is really helping me to stay calm and ease into the day. Now, when I was younger, several years ago, and I haven't done this for probably about 15 years, and that's using an alarm clock. I know it's been at least 15 years since I've used an alarm clock. And remember that thing like, it just go up and just scare me to death. Your poor heart's just jumping around. Why subject yourself to that? If you take care of yourself, eat the way you're supposed to eat, do the things that you're supposed to do, your natural circadian rhythm will wake you up when you're supposed to be up. and we'll let you know when you're sleepy. You'll feel sleepy. Go to sleep. Don't be trying to stay up all night. What you going to do? So that's just a little tip for you. But pray to be better. Pray to God that you are a better provider, service provider, coach, product creator, content creator, whatever it is. Pray that you're better, and pray for God to bring the people to you that you can help. Because for my bundle, I prayed to God and I said, God, send me the people who need to be in this bundle, who will do great being in this bundle, and they will help others to build their list and their business by being in this bundle. That is what I prayed for. And lo and behold, God did it. And I have, we have like 20 gifts that we're putting in there from the participants and stuff. We have a swag bag. So it's amazing. And, if you want something, pray for it. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. And God says you have not because you ask not. So whatever it is you want, ask for it and believe that it's going to happen, that God is going to do it for you. Okay, so number 5, the last one, and this is something that I say all the time, and I know y'all have heard me say that. Take action. I've told you all the things that you need to do. Now you need to start doing them. You need to take action. You need to do things. You need to write those 10 reasons down, and you need to type them out and put them up somewhere that you can look all the time. You need to create that success book and write those good things in it so that when you're feeling down, depressed, or the phone's not ringing, the emails aren't coming in, that you could go there, look in that book and look at the things that people have said. We've got testimonials all over our website about how we've helped people. And it helps me sometimes when I just go and look at those things that we have done for people and what they've said. It makes me feel better instantaneously. And I do stay up to date on what's happening in my market space, in marketing, in online marketing, in AI. And I am curious about the things that are going on, good, the bad, and the ugly, and the best stuff. And I always am praying through the day, in the night, whatever, for God to make me better at what I'm doing so that I can help my clients to be better. Because there's nothing better for me than to see someone that I've been working with, like a website or something, and their reaction is, oh my God, like Sabrina. I'm hoping that we'll be able to play that for you when she comes on, because that was her reaction when I first showed her the draft. And other things that I've done, the summits that I've created, the podcasts, even the episodes of the podcast that I've created for people to look at it and go, that's so awesome. What? So taking action, that is the final step. That is number 5. Take action and do what it is that you need to do. Do you need to look at your products? Maybe your products aren't selling, or the marketing isn't working because your products aren't that good, or they're old, out of date. They don't work anymore. They worked for another generation, not this generation. Look at your stuff honestly. You want to say, sometimes you say, well, my marketing isn't working and nobody's calling me or whatever, but you're not looking deep inside. Are your products really thebomb.com? You say that you are, you believe that you are, but is the extension of you, your business, is it thebomb.com? If it's not, make it that way, because it's yours. You need to do that, right? So I've given you all the steps that you need to keep you from that depression and anxiety, that low space, that I'm not good enough space, that I need to get another certification space. Now, sometimes you do need to get another certification or, some more education or whatever, but most of the time you do not. You are good enough. You are good enough. God has created you. God has called you. God has put you in that position because you are good enough. And I know you are, and I know that you can do this. Is your website ready for prime time? When your ideal prospects land on your website, do they see the true professional you are, or are they greeted by a site that's not quite ready for prime time? For 30 years, we've helped coaches and service providers transform their online presence into powerful client-attracting machines. As a premier website designers in the Atlanta area, we don't just build websites, we create conversion engines that work for you 24/7. Why choose CSI for your WOW website? We're experts in authority marketing. We help you convert web visitors into paying clients with our proven unmarketing strategy. We offer complete protection. We'll work hard to keep your website safe from hackers and accessible to all. And we offer purpose-driven results, custom designed for coaches and service providers who want to make a real impact. If you're ready to make an impact with your website, download our free Wow Website Planner today. Inside this planner, it'll give you all the information you need to create your own Wow website. Whether you use us or someone else, you need a Wow website that converts web visitors into paying clients. So go to csicorporation.com/planner right now and download the free Wow Website Planner. My client success story for today is Sabrina Hamilton. Now, I've told you about her. I've talked about her. I think I might have spotlighted her before when we first started on the website, but she is going to be on the podcast in a couple more episodes, and we are going to be sharing that amazing, awesome, brand spanking new website that we worked on together, got it going. And how about this? We launched it, right? Launched the new site, and it was a new redesign from scratch site, but she already had a site up, and we just really changed it. We made it so much better. We made it more focused. We made it like, hey, this is for the people who want to use her service, which is a Christian podcasting service. And that's who it's made for. Women, mainly women. And so she called me I think it was a day after lunch. Carol, somebody just scheduled a discovery call with me. And I forgot that the site had just gone live. I mean, it had just gone live, like a day, right? And already she was getting people to come in and do her discovery call, right? We hadn't even gone through the launch thing yet, and people were already doing it. I was like, well, I guess that means it's working, right? So Sabrina is going to be on the show in a couple of weeks, and you get to meet her and see how awesome she is. And you may have seen her already. She was on an episode I did. She actually hosted it in October when I did the living abroad thing. And she was great. So get ready. We can't wait because she's going to be here and it's going to be awesome. Hey there, would you like to be a guest on the Unmarket Your Business podcast? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Ready for your spotlight? Be on the lookout. All you need to do is be awesome by either being a client or by letting me know you used, did, or followed the advice you heard right here on a previous episode. Post it on social and be sure to tag me at CSI Corporation and use the hashtag Best Unmarketing Strategy. All right, now I have a challenge for you. I told you that you are enough. You don't need anything else, but I'm challenging you right now to solidify your belief in yourself and your business. Remember, I said I want you to start that success book so that each time you get good news from a client or they get a result that was a result from working with you, you write that in the book. And then you can read it when you start feeling like you aren't enough or you're feeling low or whatever, your belief is in question. The success book is what you need to do. So you can just put it right where you can grab it and put some goodness into your life, into your soul. Now, as we recap the episode, the first thing I want you to know and to ingrain in your soul is that you are enough. You know enough. There is no doubt about it. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. Number 2, remember, God calls the qualified, and you're it. You are already qualified. He called you. He put you in this position. You are it. Do it. And finally, number 3, stay up to date and current on what's going on in your market space because you are the expert and the authority. And when people ask you questions, you got to know the answer. And if you don't know the answer, you can just say, wow, I haven't even heard of that. Let me go check it out. And then come back to them and say, hey, I checked that out. And what I found is this, and you do your spiel on it because they're going to be looking to you for the information. If you don't know the information, guess what they're going to do? Go to somebody else. And we do not want that at all, do we? Would you like to get free coaching from me? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Hey, y'all, it's time to get this book. And guess what book it is? It is the 90-Day Gratitude Journal for your business. Isn't this episode perfect for that? I told you to create a success book. Nothing better than getting this book, the 90-Day Gratitude Journal for Your Business. It is the best book for you right now. It enhances your belief in yourself and your business every single day. Believe me, confidence is king. And when you start thinking about how grateful you are for your business, how grateful you are that God blessed you with this business, allowed you to keep doing this business, and allowed you to excel in this business, that just makes your confidence go up. That makes you brighter in the eyes of everyone you come across. So go ahead and get this book. This can be your success book because you're writing about how grateful you are for your business every day. And there are 10 co-authors in there, including myself, and we're talking about how grateful we are for our business. So get that book right now. And you can find it on Amazon, or you can go to csicorporation.com/gratitude. I hope that this episode has helped you to believe more in yourself and know that you are enough. Now, in the next episode, be sure to tune in. And if you haven't subscribed, you need to go ahead and do that because you don't want to miss a thing. I got some great stuff coming up for you. And in addition to all the episodes that I've already done. But on the next episode, we're going to be talking about, does your website pass the 10-second rule for visitors? Meaning, when visitors come to your site, do they explore more about your site and go deeper, or do they just bounce off because ain't nothing there for them? So I'm going to show you what to do to keep them on your site and turn them into paying clients. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my honor and a pleasure. And I thank God for putting this information in my head so that I could share it with you. And yes, subscribe. And you can also write a review for the podcast because it helps others to know how awesome this podcast is and how much that you got out of it. So they're going to follow suit. I'm believing in this podcast. I know this podcast is thebomb.com. So help me to let others know. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Unmarket Your Business podcast. Heard something you want to take action on? Great. Check out the show notes on unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Please do me a favor and leave a review or on whatever platform you use to access this podcast. It really helps us to spread the word and get this podcast in front of the entrepreneurs that need it. See you next episode.